Good day. Today is Friday, October 7, 2022, here in Davao City, Philippines. I am Ace Perez, and you're watching The Talking Heads, where relevant and pressing issues, events, and personalities discussed become the front page.
Aside from the salary increase, a teachers' union is also calling on the Department of Education to ease the workload of public school teachers for better quality of education.
And now, to help us understand more the plight of our thousands of teachers in the Philippines, in our country, please help us welcome Sir Reynaldo Pardillo, Teachers Davao City President. Mayang hapon, Sir Reynald, and welcome to the Talking Heads.
Ngayong hapon Sir Ace Perez, salamat aning tawag ito kayon nga gihatag nimo kanamo nga mamutudo ang makasibaw ug matlagan og gitawag ito clear view of what is really happening in our on or what is really the situation of the public school teacher.
Ayun. So, Sir Reynald, no, before ta magsugod sa atong conversation, sa atong interview, we'd like to greet again no our teachers no sa tibuok Pilipinas, a happy Teachers Day, especially atong belated Happy Teachers Day no. We celebrated Teachers Day on October 5 no, that's last Wednesday. And ang ato ang topic, ang atong isgutan for this afternoon is related no sa ato ang celebration last Wednesday, which is about really the plight and situation, the real situation of our teachers, kung unsa na ba ang nahitabo sa ilaha, unsang ato ang, of course, education no, ang education system sa Philippines, what needs to be done and what needs to be improved, and everything no na under the sun about that concerns our teachers and our learners in the Philippines. Now, Sir Reynald, to jumpstart our conversation, no, let me tell let me ask you this question. This is from your recent statement. No, you said some recent interview with Teachers-Davao that teachers in the Philippines are. You describe the teachers in the Philippines are overworked, unsupported, and underpaid. So, can you tell us more about this situation no and plight of our teachers in the country, Sir Reynald? Kung ano ka nakaingon na overworked, underpaid, and unsupported ang ato ang mga teachers, both sa public and private na dito sa Pilipinas.
Sa makasapa kung I would like to greet all the teachers, particularly in Davao City, for our World Teachers Day. Happy World Teachers Day because we have this one month celebration from September 5 to October 5. Until now, we are celebrating. We are hoping that we are able to come up at the same time. We will be able to find ourselves that we are really a teachers. Now, overworked, undersupported, that we have to stress out, no? Ano pa nila, just like how the healthcare system is overwhelmed now with the surge of coronavirus. Kami po mga matutulog, the country's education system is also under siege. Ano man, aside to the burnout among education frontliner, written in the learning continuity. Kaya nahanto ko yung mga brothers. So, ano, mapadahin ba natin yung itang edukasyon sa kapatid? So, we, the Alliance Concerned Teachers, no, call the government to urgently address the serious welfare issues of public school teachers that somehow eroded our capacity, our health, and moral. No? Sometimes left napabayaan na ba, no? Left unaddressed, unaddressed, and we the group warn that this may paputang nila ang basic ang atong edukasyon na dili na ito makontinue, no? And being the backbone of delivery, we as the teachers, no, auto din ay panghambog, no, sa kinamugay ng istorya that the labor situation public school teachers must be swiftly attended and to be given due consideration in the plans for the opening of the new school year. Kaya this tantaan na Sir Ace, good that we have this what we call 3 days. 3 days nga pagsugot sa klase, tulog ka adlaw, Monday, Wednesday, and sa tulo kada din. Ang duha na we are going to allow our students to have the modular classes. No? Now, based on the survey, there's a sign of teacher burnout. Uh,
Sure.
in our evident recent nationwide online survey that we have conducted among 6,731 public school teachers, ika na sa March 29 to April 11. And the survey aims to assess the labor situation of education frontliners. Kami po frontliners ng no? In the first half of the school year 2020-2021. And based on the survey surveys, no? More than 70% of teacher respondents that the distance learning workload as negatively impacting on our physical and mental health. And with about 10% admitting to already nagkasakit na, no? Due to the problems with the distance learning and their others, tawag na ito mga maka-burdensome duties. No? And we could say that the teachers are overworked. Sa among survey, man yun yung tag na among survey, we have extended our hours of work for public school teachers to accomplish our assigned duties. No? And supposedly we're going to have 6 hours. But with this what we call, we have this what we call 8-hour, no? And it is widely violated with about 41% of teacher respondent in the Metro Manila, no? And 29% of those outside Metro Manila say that they are working for 9 hours to 8 hours and beyond on the class. So again, public school teachers, longer working hours operate within the context of extended school year that deprive sa mga ba, no? of our right for our this what TVP kanang ito proportional vacation pay kay we are serving about more than 220 class days in our school year. Napakita sininong dali napita sir ay sa Department of Education 77 days over time pay pro. Until now, we are looking forward pakitaan po ni kana sakto man yun na among giko kay kami may nakabantay po mga we are working for more or less 220 days. Lagi tawag na itong sa in the midst of pandemia or in the midst of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm. So moto siya sir, no? You mentioned about there's a teacher burnout na dili lang ni siya, of course na dili lang ni siya gikuha lang ni ninyo dira-dira, but there's a study and a survey to back this claim that there's a teacher burnout that is happening nationwide. And from 6 hours you are mandated no by of course the Department of Education at 6 hours of work or teaching like pagtudlo gyud no walay labot ang pag-prepare sa lessons and other teaching related na responsibilities, but for teaching per se 6 hours gyud no. But ang nahitabo karon, you were saying that mulapas na siya even until mga 9 hours or more no kada teacher ang pagtudlo. And naba mo suggestion Sir Reynaldo no kung pila ba even ang 6 hours tama ba siya na or enough ba siya na hours of teaching for a teacher per day?
Napo may panukala karon Sir Ace, na may panawagan sa Department of Education. Instead that we are going to have 6 hours teaching load, no? Akala mo kung 6 hours, hindi ingon nga 6 hours walang may magstay sa eskwelahan, but we are going to have 6 hour or one, umaga kung ikaw isa ka science teacher, you need to have at least 4 or 5 load. So sa karon among ipaningkamutan nga unta ma-reduce pagyapon ang itawan to 4 from 8 or from 6 hours to 4 hours, no? Hindi man ingon nga itaw makulangan ang mga mata. Kami makuhaan og load instead of 6 hours among contact hours sa mga bata, we are going to have this what we call 4 hours because the Department of Education is demanding us that we are going to have what we call 21st century learning style. Yung usawa na ito na paghatag anak Sir Ace na pag-prepare pa lang daan sa gitawag na ito ng mga gamit, mga tawag na ito may paper, mga visual aid, no, nga nakulangan naman. And yet, this is not only the work of the teachers, no? daghang pang mga trabaho. We are not only teachers, but also there are a lot of things that being given to us by the government. Pag-ihap sa mga bitokon, no, paghatag sa itong corpus, paghatag sa PhilHealth, paghatag sa gitawag na to nga mga uban pa nga mga the government kanang ito iyahan ito ng mga trabaho paabot, and then gihatag sa mo ang mga matutunan. That is why we are looking forward that munta maninuod o matinud-anon ang gitawag sa Department of Education nga taga gitawag nga non-teaching staff, kay we are not only teaching but we are also working with the forms of our students. Last time it takes time you guys to say.
Yeah. So, sir, if magpadayon, no, if this current reality sa mga teachers na ay teacher burnout, that you are pouring around over 6 hours, no, even 9 hours a day to teach for your students, how will this affect the quality of teaching and the quality of students that we will be producing in the future?
Yes, in as much as you want to engage, in as much as you want to deliver a better education to our students, well, taora po ta, Sir Ace, no, nga maglisod po biya tagitawag na to. Every teacher has their own family nga atimanon po, no? Maglisod kita mga single gani nga kanang gitawag na to nga pag-atiman sa to ang mga kapatanunan. How much more ang mga gitawag na to na ay mga na ba nga itawag na ito na pa mga timanunon pang itawag ito 65 or 50 to 60% with the different personalities in the classroom, no? Tapos na pa yung mga iyahang mga pamilya. So, it will really, this what we call, pero itawag yung mga poured out yun ang mga matutudlo. That's why we don't want that this will be one of the reason that it will be resulted that they will have this what we call exodus of the teachers to going abroad. Kaya sa tinuod lang, no, wala man tingon na hinaway sa gitawag natin Department of Education kay isubayo na to ang mga matutulo, particularly no Finland, particularly no Thailand, o pang nasod nga pwede ang mga Pilipino kay asa ang Pilipino nga teacher halinon man. Kung si halinon ka, hindi man. So pasabot we are hindi pasagad, nagwala gyud nagpasagad ang mga matutulo. Labon na kung nasa sila ang nasod. So maybe sad to note nga unta because of the burnout of the teachers, nawa na ng mga magtutudlo, there will be a brain drain of our educational system at mga hawd na ito mga magtutudlo. Bali na noon sila ang tawag na ito na tulungaan, diin matagaan sila, they will receive this because compensation na makatabang po sila ang pagpanginabuhi.
Ayun. So, sir, is it safe to say na if the current workload, no, na naa sa mga teachers karon, ma-describe jud siya og unhealthy for the teachers, physically and mentally?
Yes, kaya nga we have a lot of webinar for the mental health activities, but yet again we know that this is not enough because many of our teachers nowadays are suffering with what we call mga psychological problem. Of course, whether we like it or not, kung matutulo mo sa mga utang because of the loan shark, kay kanina ako na isagbit na nagmay sa isa nga only ang mga pagtutulo daghan kay magpautang kay mga butan maguni bayad pa kay salary deduction man, no? Pero in spite of that, there will be kakulangan sa gitawag ng mental health activities o mental health kanang ito ayuda sa mga matutulog para po intan mo ma-release niya ba, no? Kay pagsugod sa klase anak klase upan nila ba mga matutulog pagsulod anak nila burag si Barbie pero pagtawas na burag na si Lion bungkag na kay mabo. Pero again, we are really love our passion, our teaching that we can impart more in our students, particularly in the public school. And you know what is public school because the A's.
Yes. Ayun. Sir, with yung description about underpaid, so pila ba ang entry level? Pila ba ang sweldo sa entry level sa ka-teacher karon?
We are looking forward that we are going to have a salary grade of 15 unta, sir, no? Kay ang entry level na karon salary grade 11 man ta, which is 23,000. Nga according to the NEDA, ang gitawag na to kanang decente o na integridad nga sweldo na matawag ito a take home that we can take us home, nasa 35,000. Pero that was 5 years ago. But we do not know what is really the power of peso with the 35,000 pesos na makuha na mo. Maybe because of the inflation rate, no? Naghantag ka ng itawag ito, may makulangan pa. But again, we are hoping and praying with the Department of Education nga unta tigaan para di ta makuha niya. I would like to correct also the Department of Education. Na this is not ang pag-increase sa mga matutudlo sa gitawag nato nga fieldo mo po'y pagka-exodus sa mga gitawag nato nga mga teacher from the private. We are looking and we are asking at the same time manawagan ta sa atong gobyerno nga unta tagaan pog subsidy ang private school kay of course kung walay private school sir we know the private school is the partner of the public school system nga mao na nanay gitawag nato ang upan nga dili makita sa public dito na to ibutang sa gitawag sa private school mao lang nay voucher sa mga K-12 program but again we are hoping that the government of our nation will look upon or makita nila nga this is not the reason nga ang sweldo patasan niya mga hawa ang mga matutulog ibabalik sa mga no kung mahimo lang tagaan o ayuda taga-agi okay balik to financial support sa atong mga private school system.
Ayun. So, in short, sir, no, dili lang ang public school teachers ang nangailangan og kumbaga more support financially, but of course, sa private teachers na private sector teaching force nila. Now, and you mentioned also the non-teaching staff, Sir Reynaldo. No? How will this help ang atong mga teachers?
Well, with the presence of the non-teaching staff, no, kay kami good po na kami ginagunitan ng mga forms, na kami ginagunitan ng mga uban pang mga forms. Because ang akong manghod is naa sa laing nasod. Pero to say ba maulaw ko nga teaching aid lang sila sa Ace. Or basta ko pagsildo sa kuang teacher jud. When we say teaching aid, to the pita, they will be the one to prepare the materials, they will be the one to prepare the form, but again, basta ko pa siya sweldo sa kuha. So, more or less, kanang gitawag natin ng teaching staff na ito sa gobyerno dito sa tuwa sa public school system. Well, I hope that it will really help to augment o kanang ease the work of our teacher. Hopefully, and we are looking for that nga nagunat kami anak kung unsa jud ang tawag na to ang teaching staff nga ihati sa tuwa sa gobyerno.
Ayan. Now, moving on sa akong sulod na pangutana, sir, no, nearly 2 months no after nagsugod ang implementation or the resumption of face-to-face classes in the Philippines. And how do you assess no after over 2 months or nearly 2 months, no? How do you assess the implementation of the face-to-face classes and especially here in Davao City?
Yes. Kung kabalo lang kung ato sa bayan, when I roam around with the public school, mga dagko o mga gagmay nga eskwelahan sa Davao City, before is, sa una, dili yun na sila, they are only have this they call one shifting, no? Karon, two shifting na yun sila. Nalibuntag og hapon. Because there will be, again, na-exodus po sa itong mga mga kabatanunan from the public or from the private to the public. So, in that case, no, face to face naman there will be a lot of shortage in terms of kanang itawag na to nga classroom. Kaya nga, in that case, sa ACE, we adopt another way of catering our student. Wala usahay ang mga magtutubo, mga ginikanan, misinterpret ni kay di naman yung mga dawat o mga gitawag na itong magtununan kay nga naman, wala naman sila gitawag na ito nga kuan igo nga lugar, no? Kay kung totoo subayon, there will be an urgent requisite po also such as employment of more teachers po, no? And kinakailangan po to ensure the safe conduct of full face-to-face classes. But pasabot ani, it will be hard for the students and teachers and parents to all go to the school and encounter this another surge of COVID-19. Hopefully, di na mo balik na, no? And we need to
Mm.
be careful and prepared nga gitawag na to nga kuan. Mapipilar ta. So if you are going to cite the survey from the movement or secure the movement for safe, equitable, quality, and relevant education. Kami, no, has a long way to go and should it fully kanang gitawag na to kinala na we are open for this what they call open school or in-person classes. Pero according to the survey sa Secure na makita po na mo ang finding and support that there is what we call insufficient which compared to 59 to 83% of teachers responded nga yung pa nila sent out our packet to prepare school and classroom for the safe reopening. While some important safety measures were still not sufficiently installed. Okay? Kung mapunta, musunod ang mga bata, wala alcohol, wala yung mask. No? And
Mm.
again, to address these issues, we provided the following requisite to conduct the safe and face-to-face classes. Again, we are urging and we are hoping and we are demanding no, to double the school maintenance operating budget for proper and adequate ventilation. Init kayo sir, sa totoo lang, 2 months pa lang, pero kami mga magtutudlo, hasta inita sa kwarsa itong it is not only the way we feel about it, but also there is a feeling of about our student. Ingit kay ang mga ang kwarto sa diyan sa gitawag nato ng mga tulungan. And of course, sufficient hand washing, no? Facilities and water supply. And of course, aluoy kay mo ang clinics na. Ano man, there should be operational clinic with adequate supplies and equipment and ample
Mm.
health and sanitation supplies and enforcement of health protocols kay kuyaw kaya mo wala maluoy ko kasi kami maluoy pa sa mga mga nurse kay in one particular curriculum level isa lang ka nurse ang nasa mo sir or in one school isa lang yung ka nurse nga ang nurse mo yun wala ka pa yun na maadto pa sa laing eskwelahan no and of course resulti nato to employ additional teachers to be able to implement the ideal class na unta maximum of 35 pero nanubra man sir kung baga ibutan nato sa sakyan ng pito-pito karon na pulo naman ay sinabagay no and employ again sa security na to employ nurses and utility personnel for every school kay wa man ta kay itawag na to ana and ensure the health protection and benefits of the teachers kay amo adiri kung magkalimpulo si ma'am ayaw ko nga at kaya COVID na kay matakdan ang mga bata yeah in that sense wala tayo tawag na to pre-medical check-up, no? Ang treatment for 15 days sick leave kay mga okay absent ka pero this is not covering with the typical sick leave, no? And of course there should be additional compensation for teaching overload. Kaya may panahon nga instead of patagal section mo tuduan, mayo mga unom, no? And of course aid for struggling families in the midst of the economic crisis. So, kung nag-isa ng mga matutudlo, ato po mga ginikanan, mga pamilya, no, nagkagniya po yung taon. And conduct a learning assessment of students all over the country to guide the curriculum. Karon, whether we like it or not, wala pa yun na-prepare ang pauna-una sa mga bata. Kaya, wala man ta kung ano, nanaway sa ito mga pauna sa mga bata. Pero again, we are not yet ready to face again. And there should be this what we call adjustment for the education recovery program. Kinahitabo gid karon na pita na pili na mo kaluoy sa mga bata. Pili pa sila kabasa kaayo. Hinay pa sa comprehension. Nga hinay pa kaayo gitawag na to pag step ito ang to face.
Ayun. Sir, there's also a lot, I also saw a lot of posts with my mga sa circle na ako na teachers pod na they really observe no the decline of learning sa mga bata because they see it as an effect of the 2 years of online and distance learning system no of education. So do you also feel that way sir na apektado gyud ang learning sa mga bata because of the pandemic na set up?
Yes sir. Kay pasalamat mi diri sa Santa Ana National High School na alay 3 days na pagtunga sa kabatanunan nga 2 days nga muli sa balay nandito ipadayon, but again we are looking forward nga unta nga mubalik na ba ta sa November 2, sir, ang full blast tayo sa mga tanang tulungan sa nasod sa Pilipinas. So in that case, murag usahay na luoy kayo na lagi na issue pa man gani dapit sa mga kabatanon na may mga tawag na to mga group chat sila no nya. Usahay mo share po mga kabatanon na to nga unta dili maghatag og mga daghan kaayo og mga assignments, activity ang atong mga teacher no kay murag silang pamilya po daw dili pero sila prepare. Dili pero sila gitawag nga andam nga mudawat aning gitawag na to nga face to face to kay I'm not saying na saan na pero as we go with this what they call statements silang mga group chat makita na to sa ginagawa sila mga group chat murag na sila wala ang Supreme Student Government last time during sa student forum nagpakuan yun sir nagpahatag ka ng itawag kahigwaos ka ng statement nga if possible there will be no additional task that is being given by the teacher kay murag sa panahon karon sir murag wala pa jud ingon gitawag to ready sila sa gitawag nato nga face to face to murag wa pa siya nakakumamo pa jud sa Bisaya mga pag-istorya sir murag dili pa jud sila murag sorry for this for the word murag lutaw pa kay taon sila sir ba murag nagsuko na gani murag wa pa na in flash wala pa na murag na kuan sila na sink in sila na this is not the face to face this is not the face to face classes.
Ayun. So I understand also Sir Reynaldo because kana gyud no wala pa na ready tayo ang mga bata. It's because they were used to the past 2 years na nasa balay learning and now they really have to face it nung face to face na ang ato ang klase and that's really the challenge no of our education system na kinahanglan jud pud na at pagtuunan og pansin no, sa ato mga officials and of course there's really a need of a united effort of the teachers, of course the parents and syempre ang mga estudyante. Now sir, with all the things that you mentioned no na mga requirements for an ideal setup of face to face now which is obviously no nga kulang pa gyud no especially most of the schools in the Philippines. Do you think that we are ready for the full implementation of face to face classes this November? Or should we move it to a later date? Ano yung sa tingin ng ACT teachers?
We are hoping that the assessment or the survey once again will come up para makita nyo na to kung saan dagan no kung sa ginawa and kung sa totoo lang Sir Ace, I am also a guidance advocate no during my conduct of the psychological debriefing sa mga kabatanunan nakita yun ako na ay struggle ang mga kabatanunan. And yet, again, pas na ready kaayo, sabi na atong mga kabatanunan sa public school system, na sa gitawag na itong marginal sector, o kanang gitawag na itong mga wala kayo kita ng mga ginkanan, ng mga problemante pa, no? Kaya dito, nasalong na ilan yung na-air out during our psychological debriefing, murag possible daw kung mahimo. Balik na rin sila sa pagka-modular, kung ano, pero kung sila di mo maayong anak kay there will be this what they call education crisis or education gap kaya dili man yung tanan sir matudlo sa module there should be what they call in person na pagpanudlo para whatever things na makulangan sa gitawag na to nga sa module na to padungagan sa to ang gitawag na face to face classes.
Ayun. Thank you so much for that Sir Reynaldo. Now, sir, today, no, exactly 12 noon, no, is the 100 days of our new administration. No? Of course, that includes also our Vice President and Education Secretary, Sara Duterte. Now, if you were to rate Sir Reynaldo, no, and of course, as the voice of ACT or ACT teachers here in Davao City, how would you rate the performance of our Vice President and Education Secretary, Sara Duterte, as far as education is concerned?
I would like to say that our Vice President or our very own former mayor in Davao City, we are looking forward na hopefully as we go along 100 days pa man no premature pa kaayo mo storya ta nga napa siya mga kakulangan, and yet we are looking forward unta tan-awon niya ang itawag na to nga masa sa mga magtutudlo kay dito mo gyud makita nato usay kinauyukang problema, no, the root of the problems of our students, the root of the problem of our curriculum, the root of the problem of our educational system. So kung mahimo mangayo siya wisdom sa atong gitawag nga ito jud sa gitawag na to nga ugat, no, kami mga matutudlo para mahatagan po namo siya og assessment, kung mahatagan po nato sa gitawag na to nuunay nga clear view or clear picture sa gitawag na to panghitabo sa ato mga educational system. And again, I am very thankful for Vice Mayor or Vice President Sara Duterte na naningkamot pa po na siya noon sa pagkakaroon, pero we are looking forward once again to please, Madam President, Vice President, to please allow us also to air out our sentiments. Unta dili ko mo tagaon og bad side or bad gitawag na to una. We are looking forward that we have to work hand in hand. Okay, this is for the betterment of our students, your children, our children. Kaya ang paghatag sa gitawag na itong tinuunay resulta, tinuunay nga pag-survey, tinuunay nga paghatag o panghitabo o sitwasyon might be the reason also ng tagaan na po, address na po ang panginahanglan sa gitawag na education crisis or maybe education gap sa itong mga tutungan.
Yes. Thank you so much for that, Sir Reynaldo, no, with your answer for that about the performance of Vice President and Education Secretary Sara Duterte. And really, it's not yet the right time to really rate it because 100 days pa man, no? So it's as what you mentioned, it's premature to decide and the performance of our officials. So we are in a wait and see situation, and we are hoping that we really can work together for a better education system of the Philippines. Now, just a couple of days ago, Sir Reynaldo, no, nag-file og three bills, no, various bills si Davao City First District Representative Paolo Pulong Duterte, and this bill seeks to provide scholarships and additional allowances to public school teachers. So, how do you see this move, no, this action from our district representative, our representative here in Davao City? Na-mention siya, no, sa House Bill.
Yes, sir. Kami mga matutudod ako kami ngisi sa pagkakaroon, Sir Ace, kay murag dako may panlantaw dako amo ang tawag na to pag-asa, no, nga unta kanang gitawag na to panukala sa to ni Pulong atong congressman Sir Pulong, no, o katong kay Sir Yap sa congressman sa congressional district, no, nga they will going to have allowances. Actually, but to say this is a long demand of our teacher here in Davao. Until now, we are looking forward with the brother of Pulong Duterte nga itang mga gitawag tumatutudlo sa Davao City matagaw gitawag og ayuda, particularly additional rice allowances kay naghatag matag there was a time that we were able to lobby that one in the city council, and of course we are looking forward with our lobbying with kanang initiative ni Sir Pulong matagaan kay sad to say ang ato ang matutudlo sa Davao City only ang ato matutudlo sa Davao City murag namay nadawat we are on October 11 mga tunig Yusef, no, kay namay gitawag kalingawan for the culmination of the Teachers' Day nga napo may gitawag nga 1,500 nga gift check for the World Teachers' Day celebration. At the same time na may 1,000 ayuda gikan sa national nga by December hopefully magagamit ayuda nga no. But again, we are looking forward for kanang ito ano ba sa wala man talang inggit nang kumpara po sa Cebu ba no. Ang Cebu na sila Jasmine every year, ang Quezon City na po sila mga ayuda, ang ubang Makati na po yung ayuda no. Tapos itawag ito mga allowances, and we are hoping that our Davao City will be able to share a particular kind of ayuda sa itong mga putulog. Ako na kayo nagtabang, Sir Ace. Basta pag tinapapanag ka ng ito nga itong 5 kakilo nga budak, ako na kayo katabang. Because that is an indication that our local government unit is really nagalove you sa mga matutulog sa Davao. And we are welcoming that particular initiative by our very own Congressman Ulong Duterte.
Ayun. So, for the information lang no, sa atong mga viewers, the 3 bills no, na gi-file ni Pulong Duterte, ni Congressman Pulong Duterte really are House Bill 4697. This is to further professionalize the ranks of public school educators by offering them mga scholarship for postgraduate and graduate studies. Other House bill is called the Teachers for the Barrios Act. So this is actually to give or include the public school teachers no assigned in far-flung areas no, because aside sa diri sa city na assigned no, we have a lot of teachers na assigned sa mga lagyo nga areas in particular areas no, and this bill will include them, the public school teachers, to have to be granted no with an allowance no, additional allowance. It's called hardship allowance. And lastly, ang bill 3542, this is to provide communications and internet data allowance no, for both not just public no, but including private teachers no, especially during times of public health emergencies like the pandemic, calamities, and other occurrences. So that's in the bills no, na gi-file ni Congressman Pulong Duterte, and Sir Reynaldo was saying na they really welcome this initiative, and they hope to see the light no aning nga bill. So dili lang siya mahimong bill lang at mahimong gid siyang law no or batas that would really benefit our teachers. Sir, if naman ning kaning nagtulong nga bills no na inyong gi-welcome, what do you think pa ang bills, and not just bills but also programs you think would help more the education system, especially the teachers no? Unsa pa ang mga bills no programs that our country needs to
Yes,
for a better education system?
Yes, sir. We are hoping that the government officials, particularly the Department of Education, will revisit the Magna Carta for public school teachers. Not only for the public school teacher, but also for the private school teacher. Nonta, they will promote, alumni bill, nga mo promote and improve the social economic status of the public school teachers as well as the private school no, kay luoy kung sumayon yun nato sir, panagsara yun ang magtutudlo nga maayog balay, halos gani walay gate, amo to gate sa kawayan lang no, pero anyway we are happy for that. And of course social economic status of the public school teachers, their living and working condition. Unta matagaan mi gitawag na to bisod kay sa mua sir, ang gitawag na to nga sa private school okay naman ta namatay ito nga sick leave of 15 days, but here in the public school system una ka makapangayo og gitawag na to kanang kanang gitawag na to kanang sick leave, you have to work on it. You have to work on it. Kinahanglan natin ito nga service credit no, unta matanawan na nya og gidugay na po na gyud na pangayo na, and their terms of employment and career prospects good nga naay mga gitawag na tug kana career progression kay na may gitawag na tug for your information Sir Ace na gitawag nga actually ang teacher 1 to 3 lang sa karon, but there according to the hopefully with according to the MSP, the merit system program, kung gabat tag mga teacher 7, but kami we will not okay siya, pero it takes time for the teachers to become a teacher 7. Kay there's a lot of things that we are going to prepare for the promotion. Ang ani unta nagitawag na to nga across the board nga unta from salary grade nga 11, salary grade nga 15, which is 35,000 pesos that ang take home that will take us home. Sinti makabuhay nga sweldo mga matutunan.
Ayun. So that would of course no promote no the social economic status of our teachers. Ayan. Sir Reynald, thank you so much for your time. You any closing statement for our viewers and of course our teachers?
Of course, kita manipayon kami nga mga magtutulo sa Davao City nga in spite of coronavirus, in spite of this pandemic, in spite sa kakulangan sa paghatag sa tuong mga ayuda, in spite that we are underworked, underpaid, underheard in Cebu Manila, but still we are looking forward that we have to continue our passion teaching, to love our to love our learners, to take care of our learners, at the same time always pray to God that we will be able to continue our duties and responsibilities as a public school teacher or private school teacher.
Ayan. All right. Thank you so much, Sir Reynaldo Pardillo, the ACT Teachers Davao City President. Mayang hapon, sir, and have a safe weekend.
Mabuhay
Mabuhay mga-
hapon. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas, mabuhay ang mga teacher. Salamat sa Ace.
Thank you so much, folks.
Thank you, sir.
Again, that's Sir Reynaldo Pardillo, the ACT Teachers Davao City President, and we were discussing earlier a lot of issues and concerns pertaining to our public school and including our private school teachers. And Sir Reynald were saying that there's the reality now there really is there's a teacher burnout because from the 6 hours of prescribed hours of teaching for each mga magtutudlo, some were even pouring 9 hours of teaching or more that would really lead them to burnout, and they wanted to change this reality and improve it to better the quality of teaching of our teachers. And also they wanted to revisit our officials and legislators to revisit the Magna Carta for public school teachers, that is really to promote the social economic status of teachers for both public and private sector, because they see that the teachers are underpaid, especially yung mga entry level. So from salary grade 11, they're pushing to make it to SG 15, that's over 35,000 pesos a month for a teacher to be called decent na kanilang buhay, decent kanilang life, to provide for their families and of course for their personal needs. And also the face-to-face classes, there's a lot of issues that is still challenging our education system with the partial resumption of face-to-face classes in the public schools. And next month, we will resume the full implementation of face-to-face classes. And Sir Reynaldo was saying that there's really a lot of things that we still have that we need to settle and to put in place in order for us to really say that we're ready for the full implementation of face-to-face classes come November this year. Again, thank you so much everyone for watching, and before anything else, we would like to, before we end this program, we would like to greet one of our reporters here in Sunstar Davao, Iona Finlay Mendoza. Iona Mendoza, a happy birthday from all of us here at Sunstar Davao. So happy birthday, Ina, and happy writing, because Ina is still writing now for our newspaper and of course our online website. But happy birthday and enjoy your day from all of us here sa Sunstar Davao. All right, so that's all you need to know for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to follow and subscribe to all our social media accounts for more updates here in Davao City and the Philippines as a whole. Be sure to be in the know. I am Ace Perez, and this is The Talking Heads, where stories discussed become the front page. Mayang gabi, and have a safe weekend.